As a result of near space-age advancements in technology, while you're watching this right now at this very moment, me and him are on a plane headed to Boston.
Boston.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? We're going to be out there with Movement Mortgage going through some great sales techniques. Can't wait to see you guys. Remember, 671?
That's right.
That would be 6
hours in underwriting, 7 days processing,
1 day.
and funding, and that's what they do, and they're looking for loan officers that would like to experience that in their life. Click this banner right over there.
I wonder if they ever go like 4, 3.5.
You know, maybe they should mix it up a little.
Or 21, 35, 16. We know those places. Click this banner over there. So, how you boys and girls like this headline? U.S. subprime mortgage bonds back in fashion.
Hey!
Issuances of these riskier securities have, well, get this, doubled in the last year. Now, James Shed Engineer, that's a very peculiar name, isn't it?
Interesting.
James Shed Engineer. He's a partner at Exonic Capital, that's a hedge fund, said investors are definitely chasing yields. And when these securities, the subprime ones, are issued, they are generally oversubscribed. Okay, so you do need to understand the last financial crisis right now, guys, because this is going to explain it. Loan officers didn't just sell loans that did not exist. This is how it comes about. Investors are chasing larger margins, or another way to put it, higher profits, and oversubscribing to these securities, or another way of saying it, it's a seller's market for these things. There's too much demand and not enough product for subprime securities. Riskier securities have already doubled, and they want more, a lot more. So what's going to happen in a supply and demand economy? The market is going to create more, because it always creates more.
Right! Further, according to CNBC, the originator appetite to produce more of it is growing, said Mr. Nichols, who spent more than a decade running the residential mortgage business at Goldman Sachs.
Oh, I remember them.
It's a question of loan officers learning about the availability of the products again and being willing to teach realtors and borrowers that there is more credit available.
Ah, yeah, I remember this whole thing now. We got to teach the loan officers and realtors how to sell these subprime loans. I'm telling you right now, realtors and lenders, and I am dead serious, there's not 1 ounce of me that's joking right now. I mean this. If you want to make millions at or near the origination level of the industry, now is the time to become a subprime account rep. Now, remember that girl, Eileen, I think her name was?
Yeah.
All right, nothing personal here, but the gal was about as smart as a bag of hammers. And one day, she pulls up in a brand spanking new convertible Ferrari.
I remember.
Then, right? The next week, the same thing, but I think it was like a Lamborghini, but it was another $150,000 car. She bought a $2 million high-rise condo in San Francisco, and she was just a subprime account rep.
Yeah. Isn't this how it always works, though? I mean, look at what our Wall Street indexes have done since the meltdown. I mean, they've recovered everything that was lost and hit new highs on all of them. And they still want more. My question is,
feed the beast.
Where's the checks and balances from Dodd-Frank? And don't say the Consumer Choice Act is the problem or Basel Capital Reserve requirements from banks. These are hedge funds chomping at the bit who want more.
Feed the beast.
That are dictating the new subprime market.
And as we said before, not a problem yet, because the products haven't become insanely risky or irreversibly flawed.
Right.
But they could.
They could.
Now, what we do know for sure is this. This market needs new products to keep growing vertically, and all the infrastructure is in place to ensure that that will in fact happen. In short, expect more and riskier Alt-A deals in the future.
Probably a good time now to sit down with your company and determine what your personal threshold's gonna be. Try to stick to it, because subprime loans, they could be like crack cocaine for a stagnating housing market, man. You can quote me on that one.
And by the way, like I said, we're not there yet, because there are great Alt-A subprime type of deals out there that are feeding people who could, should, and want to buy houses responsibly. And that's what we have. So we're not talking about the market we're in, you know, like Angel Oak, they're fantastic.
Yeah, Angel Oak's great.
They're great at what they do, as are some of the other guys. But the propensity to continue to get riskier and riskier is something that we all need to look at.
With a tight market, these lenders could start getting riskier and riskier and riskier, and that's where there could be trouble.
Okay, so great. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Did you know nationally 1 out of 4 renters could afford to buy in their local markets.
No, I did not note that, but that is good to know.
Yes.
So 1 out of 4.
Now, this is according to Urban Wire, and they've come
Okay.
up with a new metric. It's called HARRY.
I love it.
Hari or Harry, probably Hari.
Hari.
Like Hari like Krishna.
Okay.
And it stands for Housing Affordability for Renters Index.
Okay.
Okay, and some of the numbers are pretty interesting, so I
Right.
want to run these by you.
Right, let's
Okay. So here we go. Here's some of our biggest markets.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so I'm going to give you the home ownership rate currently in that
Yes.
market,
Yes.
and then the percentage of people who can buy.
Okay.
Okay, San Diego, Carlsbad, California. So San Diego, Carlsbad.
All right.
The ownership rate is 52.2%.
Okay.
What percentage of renters, the other 47.8%, do you think could buy?
That's a pretty expensive area. I'm going to say 17%.
20%.
20. I was close, but okay, 20%. Still.
20%. Pretty good.
That's pretty good. 2 out of 10.
All right, so let's try this one.
Okay.
In Detroit, Warren, Dearborn, Michigan.
All right.
All right. Absolutely thrashed, right?
Okay.
That's all you hear about.
Okay.
Did you know that 67.7% of the people own their houses there?
That's a lot.
They have a higher home ownership rate by, almost 10% above where San Diego is.
Okay.
67.7, actually more than 10%.
Okay.
67.7%. What percentage of those who are renting?
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that's a pretty affordable area because I know prices aren't that good out there. So I'm going to
Chop,
say
chop,
like
chop.
35%.
26%.
26. Okay. So
Now,
more than a quarter.
Now, I find this interesting.
Huh.
In a market like San Diego where everything is roses, Detroit has a higher ownership rate, and they have more people who could actually afford to buy there.
More affordability.
There's
Yeah.
more affordability. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's do this one. San Francisco, California.
Oh, God.
All right. 53.5% own a house out there.
Okay.
Median price per house is north of $1 million.
Right.
What percentage of the renters? The other 46.5%.
8%.
24.3.
No way.
24.
Are you serious?
Yes. 24.3% of renters in San Francisco could afford to buy there. And keep in mind, the median price of a house out there is north of $1 million, which means there are a lot of Google, Tesla, Twitter,
Yeah.
Facebook executives living in San Francisco, renting in San Francisco right now.
San Francisco realtors better jump on those flyers.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
marketing.
You know, the point is this, is that 1 out of 4 renters across the board could actually still afford to buy a house. Hell, sell them a subprime loan. So as you're considering your marketing to first-time home buyers, you have a great metric that you use, and now you could add this in to better zero in on the number of people or conversations you're going to need to have in order to convert one to a home buyer.
Yeah.
1 out of 4, that's a pretty good number.
Right. That's literally 1 out of 4
Yeah.
renters, pretty much across the board,
Yep.
can actually afford to buy. So now you just know. Think about that. I just need to talk to. If I want to get a potential deal a day, I got to talk to 4 renters a day.
Right.
And maybe I'll scrape out a deal.
Well, maybe you talk to 8 renters in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe 4 will talk to you.
Right.
And of those 4, you know you're going to have
Probably one.
One that's going to be able to buy.
We'll pop out. Interesting stuff. Well, can we link that article down below?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
Down
we'll
below,
link
check it
that
out.
down below with you guys. Check it out. That's a fun little marketing piece right there to work with, and just using your own business. With that, you guys have a great day. Leave us your comments down below. Do us a favor, forward, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later here at the National Real Estate
Hey,
Post.
by the way, Frank, so today I'm wearing shorts.
Yes.
In Boston, it's going to be snowing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be dressed.
Short-
I'm gonna
short-
be dressed well.
Shorts and flip-flops. I'm going to be
Well, they did say business casual.
but I'll have the whale blubber on my face to keep it from chapping.
All right, you guys have a good one. We'll catch you later.
Go Giants.
Bye.
San Francisco variety. Later.